there is a second covering of ignorance, which takes the shape of Andhatamisra. Andhatamisra means one thinks that beyond this body there is nothing. Life is just a combination of chemicals. There is no life after death. There is no life separate from this body. Somewhere along the line, some chemicals came together and life has formed. That's all. Therefore, what we have to do, say, you are not accountable for your actions. There is no papa, punya, there is no hell, there is no heaven. Whatever hell, heaven, everything is in this world only. All this hell, heaven and all somebody has concocted so that people will be fearful and they will lead a moral life. This is what some people conclude. This is because of the influence of Andhatamisra. And when this thinking goes to when it becomes a peak, at its peak, this Andhatamisra manifests in the Charvaka philosophy. What is Charvaka Muni's philosophy? Charvaka Muni's philosophy is that Yavad Jivet Sukham Jivet Ranam Krutvapi Ghritam Pibet Basmi Bhutasya Dehatsya Kutab Punaragamanam. He says, Charvaka Muni says, that Charvaka Muni was so many thousands of years ago. At that time also he espoused this material philosophy, but then at that time he was one person among the entire population. Today, it is the reverse. You don't need a Charvaka Muni to propagate his philosophy today. At that time you needed one Muni to propagate his philosophy, but nobody would accept it. Today is the reverse. Those times everybody was Krishna conscious, so nobody would accept that. Today, it is very difficult to find one person who propagates Krishna conscious philosophy. Rest of all the people everybody is a Charvaka Muni. Everybody is a Bap of Charvaka Muni today. Charvaka Muni said that Yavad Jivet Sukham Jivet. As long as you live, you should enjoy life to the fullest. Whatever you want, you should be able to do. Freedom of choice. Freedom of this one expression, freedom of speech, freedom of drinking, freedom of eating. Everything should be free according to whatever you want, you do. Yes, sir, I want to do, but I don't have money. To enjoy, money is needed. I am a poor man, what to do? Rinam Kritvapi Ghritam Bibet. Even if you have to beg, borrow or steal, do it and drink ghee and live happily. This was Charvaka Muni's philosophy. Drink ghee and live happily. Why? Because in the Vedic civilization, drinking ghee or eating nice foodstuffs cooked in ghee was considered the pinnacle of sense enjoyment. But today, why I said is everybody is a father of Charvaka Muni today is because Charvaka Muni did not tell eat non-veg. Today, people have rejected even ghee. They don't even want ghee. They want everything cooked in refined oil. And that too, meat and all such crazy foodstuffs, which is so obnoxious smell. There is no taste also in that. And people think that has become enjoyment. Why? Because Rinam Kritvapi Ghritam Pibet. Beg, borrow or steal. Somehow get the money and enjoy. That is the philosophy today pervading everywhere. That is why we see so much corruption, so much exploitation happening. Somehow or there, so much cheating, so much lying. All these things are very prevalent in the society today. Very common for people to speak lies today. Somebody you call and ask, he's working in the office. When are you coming to office? No, sir, I've got stuck in the traffic jam. He'll be sitting at home. Traffic jam, I'm another half an hour I'll be there. And he will end up 1 hour late. What happened? There is big traffic jam, sir. And on the way, so traffic jam, 1 hour traffic jam. No, half an hour traffic jam. After that, tire got punctured. So all lie after lie. So very easily people talk lies in today's world. So Charvaka Muni, what is Charvaka Muni saying? Is no problem. You cheat, you lie, you beg, borrow, whatever it is, you enjoy. So today's world is like that. Corruption, cheating, lying. This has become the order of the day. So somebody may say, no, sir, how can I cheat? How can I beg? How can I borrow? If I do all that, I'll get Papa Karma. Next lifetime, I'll have to suffer for all that. So Charvaka Muni says, why are you bothered about Papa, Punya and all that? Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya kuta punaravaganam. After all, what will happen? One fine day you will die. After you die, what will happen? Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya. Your deha will be set on fire and will become ashes. And once your body has become ashes, kuta punaragamana. Who has seen that you will come back? Is there anybody in this world who can say that in his previous life who he was? Nobody is there. So what is all this? You are saying coming back, papa, punya and all that. Forget all this. See, same what today people are talking, same thing was spoken thousands of years ago by Charvaka Muni. So it's not a new philosophy. So they think that there is no life after death simply because they are not able to remember their previous birth. Such a frail logic it is to say that there is no life after death because we cannot remember, nobody remembers their previous life. Arey, in your childhood, what all you used to do, your parents will call you and tell you. If you ask your parents, in his childhood how he was, they'll tell you he used to do like this, he used to do like that, he was so naughty, this is how he used to speak. Do you remember all those things? No, you don't remember. That means you were never a child. Huh? Your childhood never existed, is it? That crazy logic. Just because you don't remember, okay, 2 days back or 3 days back. Now, right now, it is 8:52 a.m. 3 days back at 8:52 a.m., what exactly were you doing? Can you tell? You cannot remember. That means 3 days back you did not exist. Going by this logic. So this logic, it's a very frail logic. It has no, it is not at all a logic actually. There is no logic. It is an illogical logic. So you cannot use that argument that I am not able to remember and therefore life does not exist after death. So the living entity continues in a different body, in a different life, in a different place. The life goes on. That's the reality. So Andatamisra means one thinks that the body is everything and at the end of this life there is nothing beyond this, and that one is not accountable for one's actions and one can live life the way he likes to. So everybody becomes his own master. That is what is pervading this entire society today. Everybody thinks whatever I think, that is supreme. I should be free to do whatever I want. Actually, that's the expansion of the influence of Andatamisra. The Andatamisra comes about because of tamas. Tamas means not knowing that we are spirit soul. Such a simple thing it is. What is the difference between dead body and living body? If you ask, it is consciousness. And where is consciousness coming from? It is not belonging to this body. If it is belonging to this body, after death, the body is lying there. All the organs are there. The heart is there, lungs is there, liver is there, hands are there, eyes are there, ears, nose, everything is there intact. So why don't you inject some chemical and bring that consciousness back? Not possible. That means the consciousness does not belong to the body and it is not a product of matter. Simple thing which even a small kid can understand, but we miss this out. And because we are not able to understand this, therefore we come under the influence of tamas, which leads to Andatamisra.